So I'm sat down on my computer and I'm looking at our chat, and there's all of us, there's 10 of us, the most top 1% most productive dudes in our school. I've just sent this 30-minute long video talking about how Optimize is going to become a company. And 4 or 5 of the dudes start giving us ways on how we're going to do it. That's when I realized that we might actually start to make money off a damn high school club. Welcome to the Optimize podcast, where we talk about leadership, entrepreneurship, and growth for kids like me who just actually want to do something with their life. My name is Scoglio, and at Optimize Club, I'm the president. We teach others self-improvement, and we teach ourselves how to grow as entrepreneurs. Okay, so there are 2 ways that I think of high school being a business as a student. So we're students. You can be 2 different kinds of students. You can be 1, a student going to college, or 2, a student trying to be a business, which is what we are. But for a student trying to go to college, you're going to think of them like this. The D1 athletes, right? They work their asses off for 4 years. They go to the football teams. They become their own product. As a product, they have to work hard with the coaches. They have to become a good offer. They can do this. They can do this. If they're on the football team, they can run routes. They can also catch. They can also talk to the quarterback. They're a good coach. They're coachable. And so they're good. For a D1 nerd, you might get someone that is in all the boards, gets all A's in 10 AP classes, taking damn physics and physics club, whatever. They're all products. These students are products, and so they think of themselves as a product toward going to a college. Now, these colleges, they look for good products that might make them money long term, right? The whole business model of a college is that if it makes them money in the long term. If I have a kid that I think is going to make me $400,000 just by his name alone, then I'm willing to pay $200,000 for him. Well, that's why you get scholarships, right? For the most of us, we pay our own, but scholarships are a business in that sense. I've always thought of high school as just, I'll get my salary at the end. If you think of it like a job, if you think of every day you go and work, and you work a shit ton, right? You go, you do your homework, you're super productive, you join clubs, you go become a nice student athlete, you do X, you do Y, you do everything that they tell you to do. Then your salary will be at the end of 4 years, and that'll be your scholarship. For the most of us, we get nothing because we're average. But my goal has always been like, okay, get a full ride scholarship, like $200,000. If I'm not worth $200,000 by the end of it, then I haven't done anything right. But recently I've been changing it to more of think of high school as a business. Not as the student as the product, but as in you can literally make a product. Now, this is probably the most unheard of tactic that I've ever seen, because kids our age literally do not think this far ahead. But what I tell you is that high school clubs are probably the easiest opportunity for any young entrepreneur. Think of it like this. If you had a business where you had free rent, you had no expenses, you had infinite marketing, you had free leads, you had people that were literally willing to come just because they wanted to, and at the end of it, you could sell them a product, then that would be a super easy way to make money. All you have to do is make a good product, is give a good service. If you give a better service than everybody else, then they're going to buy you. They're going to buy whatever you sell. For us, this is what we've been doing, okay? When I go back to the beginning of the year, so we have a high school club. It's called Optimize, hence the name of the podcast. And we teach people how to get better gains, better grades, and better growth. We teach the kids in our club this. We've gotten to about 70 members so far. What we do, we give them teachable moments, interactive meetings, and a community to go to. We also have outside of school events, all this stuff, and we're planning to do even bigger things, even bigger outside of school events, inside of school events, and working on that stuff. And I'm going to tell you later about how you can do this as well. But Optimize so far is almost on the verge of making money. We haven't made money yet, but I'm going to tell you that our plan for making money doesn't seem so bad. Right now it's summertime, so we're going to get that next year into the process. And you guys will see as we go throughout this journey. So, you ask us, how did we get here, and how will we make money off of this? So, me and Benit. Benit is from Theory Y. He has his own channel, but he also was very interested in neuroscience. A year or 2 ago, right, I had gotten absolutely destroyed. My hip got destroyed. I had to go to physical therapy, had to do all this stuff. I was just always, for some reason, extremely motivated and interested in physical therapy. I really just wanted to get back on the football team. I don't do football anymore, by the way. And ow, I got into neuroscience because of that. Now, I study neuroscience like a maniac. I just, onto self improvement. Just wanted to do something, right? I was bored, watched Andrew Humer for 10 hours a day. Just so happened that Benit did the same thing as well. And we got so good at this neuroscience stuff that at the beginning of the year, Benit tries to make a self-improvement club at his school. It gets declined. It gets declined because they say, oh, mental health is fine. You don't need, the counselors have that. So instead of a self-improvement club that he's going to make with my brother PJ, he says, or I suggest, like, okay, you want to make the neuroscience club because, we're already good at that. That's basically the same thing. We can make it with PJ, and then all three of us, it could be a self-improvement club with neuroscience over the name. So we're like, bet. So we make a neuroscience club with this giant black dude as our advisor. He sucked, so halfway through the year, we got a new advisor. He didn't show up to the meetings, bro. I don't even know what he was doing. But the beginning of the year, we started giving meetings. We started giving talks. We ended up moving to a better space, a better location, which, all these secrets to gaining clubs, getting members, and getting more loyal members are what we're still figuring out, but we do have a lot to get to, at least to your first 50 members. If you stay till the end, I'll explain that more. Basically, we just decided and motivated to make a club at our school, and we've gotten to 70 people at our max, about 40 average members, to come and listen to us talk about self-improvement every single day. And you might be asking us, like, how can I make money of this? How can we make money off of this? Because you're saying that high school clubs are the next business. Like, what the heck? Think about it like this. If I have 50 average viewers per video, 50 average people that come to listen to me speak, what happens, right? I can talk to them as much as I want. I can give them as much promotions as I want. I can be myself. I am essentially the product, or at least optimize the product. Each of us individually, the speakers, are the product. But they listen to me as the product. And every time I speak and relate to them, they buy into me more. When I, one day, decide to say, hey guys, we've been having a very fun time. I know you guys love this club. I'm doing Who Loves the Club? Everyone says, woo! And then we're like, we have these t-shirts that we want to sell. You guys are part of this optimized community. Who wants t-shirts? I was like, woo! And so we give them t-shirts. You could use all these tactics from $100 million offers, $100 million leads. If you know Alex Ramosi, you know what I'm talking about. But we're going to use his plans very much next year. I'm going to tell you our plan for next year. Okay? So it's summer right now. We have a big interest meeting planned. Interest meeting, this is probably, we're going to use $100 million leads when it comes out. And marketing tactics that we already know, like simply teasing it, announcing it, using the big trailers and stuff, using the school announcements, all this stuff. We're going to tease this interest meeting for a very long time. And by doing that, we get a ton of people to come to this interest meeting. Then we give them a $100 million offer. And if you know what $100 million offers is, and I suggest you read that book if you haven't, but I'll give you a quick explanation. You break your core offer, your main offer down. Our main offer right now is meetings, and we give you a community and people to self-improvement with, and we teach you as credible self-improved people how to get there and optimize. We teach extra stuff at our club, at least since we're into neuroscience. We teach them neuroscience-based stuff, like go in the cold shower increases your adrenaline and it helps you focus more on your work, makes you more productive. What these people could do is once they see this gigantic offer that we're offering them, which, like I said, you take your offer, you break it down into component parts. You have your main offer, which is your meetings, which is what we're going to do. Okay, meetings. Then you break it down into different parts. So what we could say is, oh yeah, our main offer is a meeting twice a month where we teach you how to get better. And you break it into bonuses. So instead of having a car, you have a car part and 4 free wheels. Oh, that's a better deal, right? So our meeting is the car part. Our 4 free wheels are things like, okay, we'll give you free PDF and diet guides that can help you along your journey. Okay, we'll give you community so that you can talk to people and not feel weird when you're doing all this stuff. Okay, we can work out with you at the gym and have extra out of school meetings so that we do this. Oh, we have big events. All these parts of the offer that are supposed to help them with the problem, we increase. And by doing that, we automatically have such a good product through our marketing and our offer and our sell that we can make money off of it by selling t-shirts, by selling other products to them in the long term, just based off the community. But what you can do is what another leverage point that we've done. So if you know leverage, you know that it's simply input times leverage equals output. If I have 100 work hours, but I only have an output of 1, I'm only going to get 100 hours out. If I have 100 work hours, but I have a leverage of 1,000, I'm going to get 100,000 hours out. So we use leverage in student council. If I'm in student council and I say to the people, right, okay, well, if you guys want to get more people to be focused on the clubs at your school, then what we can do is we can post Optimize Club on the TV. And if we post it on the school announcements as a video, then oh my gosh, people will go to clubs more. And so you say this voodoo stuff that's really just for yourself, but you're persuading them in a way that makes them want to do it. And by doing this, you have more leverage because now you have the TV screen. Or you can say, hey principal, we want to host this event for student council where it's this is what we're doing, world record push-up, where we get everyone on the field and we say, and we make them say, oh, this is sponsored by Optimize, but it's student council, sponsored by Optimize. And everyone does this gigantic push-up thing. It's this big event, and now everyone associates that with Optimize. With this student council leverage, we have more opportunities for growth. Nobody talks about this because nobody is freaking on student council and is trying to make $100 million club at their school. That's why I freaking love this. So why should you know this? Why should you know this information? Well, and the point of this podcast is to teach you to go from where you are to become an optimized club leader so that you can bring self-improvement to your own club at school, because we all know that the kids in our school suck, bro. They suck. I mean, they're idiots. They're Hamza's target audience, but we're not Hamza's target audience anymore. We're Alex Hormozzi's target audience, and we're trying to grow. So I want to make high school fun by making it an entrepreneurship game for us, and also self-improvement. So what we do, we teach you and we work with you to scale your own club and help you educate the people in your own school to become self-improved. So if you want to work with us, we're working with only the next 2 people that do it, that apply the process. So you can see in our website below, there's a whole process for that. There's been 2 people that applied. I'll give you the results. 1 person didn't get approved. Their principal apparently only likes shitty volunteering clubs, not fun clubs where it's really educating people on self-improvement. Well, we make it fun because, it's fun for us. I mean, I'll give you a little story. PJ, our vice president, grabs a flag, and he made it last night. It's a PVC pipe, and it's this pink flag, and it says Optimize, and he runs in the hall and starts screaming, Optimize meeting, and bro, people are looking at us like idiots, but this dude has a suit and tie on. He brought to school and says, come to Optimize meeting right now. That probably got us 2 people in, probably 5 people out, I'm gonna be honest, but we just be having so much fun with it. So we're working the next 2 people, and remember, you all, this is like the top level podcast. This is like for the optimal ones, and I'm just gonna be talking about things on here that I probably wouldn't make a YouTube video yet because I'm not credible enough. So it's really just my journey alongside the other people in Optimize's journey. My name is Scoglio, and I'm out. Be optimal.